Hey, what's up, guys? Sean here with Blue Ridge Silverhound, and today on controversy in the numismatics news, we have something that I wanted to talk about. I originally did not want to talk about, but now it's becoming more prevalent on the secondary market, and yeah, now is the time that we address this because there is a lot going on with this in COD we trust quarter that everybody's talking about. I mean, doing a quick little eBay search, just put COD error in US coins, comes up with over 1,700 total listings. Um, some of the more egregious sales or offerings I actually did from the highest price down to the lowest. And we have, crazy as it seems, a bicentennial quarter asking $13,500. All right. And then it gets even more ridiculous as we go down. The coin in question that a lot of people are wondering about is this Hovita Adar American Woman Quarter, which has kind of spurned the conversation of sorts of a coin that mysteriously entered the marketplace as a onesie twosie type of thing. Didn't think anything of it. You guys know me. I do the pocket change market reports weekly. And you couldn't help but notice the sprinkling of one here, one there on this quarter. And we have to address it. Is it the real deal? Is it anything that you guys need to worry about? Is it the big lottery jackpot find that we all long to kind of hit into? All right, we're going to address it here today because there's no ignoring this right now. Here we are, 2024. We're almost halfway through August, where a number of these quarters have released, and there are a buttload of listings. And the real kind of rubber meets the road question is this anything that you guys need to be on the lookout for? So we're going to address that and so much more about this crazy situation that we are entering here. Um, because if you're not careful, some bad things might happen. All right, this is the kind of shit that I see pop up on occasion. And there's also one other coin as well that deserves a little conversation. We'll talk about that on a separate, completely different video because that particular coin is actually an anomaly that exists on some Lincoln Cents. Yet folks have tried to sell it, and some, at first glance, seem to have a lot of success trying to sell these. So here we are. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. In COD we trust. Bam, 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 bam. Well, it kind of helps to know exactly what in the world we're talking about. So I'm just going to go ahead and click into one of these. So the area in question is on the obverse where George Washington is. Okay, right behind his head by the ponytail says, "In COD we trust." Upon closer examination, right here, it kind of looks like that. Here's the unfortunate part is, and I think that you guys need to know. It really does say "In COD we trust," but the intended saying for the motto was "In God we trust" with a G. Now, for those of you that have been keeping tabs on the designs of a lot of the new coins, so not a lot of new ones. There's so many of them out there, and at any given day, we're handed a bunch of change. You could look at a quarter and it'll say COD on it. And as a matter of fact, about probably close to 100% of all the quarters released have a word that looks like COD, like your favorite fish, COD. But in reality, it's the unfortunate choosing of the type style that led to this. Because if 100% of the coins that were ever produced that say "In COD we trust" Would that make it rare? No, probably not. As a matter of fact, that's the type of coin that, well, if there's 100% of them, every single coin will have that. Now, again, it's a very unfortunate choosing of this particular type style to produce the motto. And, if you weren't paying too much attention, you could completely overlook the fact that it is not a G whatsoever. It doesn't have the little serif and the drop gusset part of the G. It's just a really poor choosing of type style. All right, and then because of that, that means every single quarter that's produced with the American Women design is going to have a G that reads as a C. And the market is embracing this as an error. But is the market really embracing this as an error that sells? That's the question. So we have 1,700 total listings, as you can see here, that have popped up over the course of the last, I don't know, probably year or two. This is something because the American Women Quarter series has been around since 2022 with the unfortunate type style of In COD We Trust. Well, that kind of opens up Pandora's box. All right, so we're going to go and click sold listings, but we had already done that right here. There are a total of 159 total listings that have a green designation on the sale price, which means theoretically it's sold. All right. Here's the problem though. You could put something up with a buy it now offer, and then you can have Buddy Joe Schmo buy it and then cancel the transaction and then relist it. And the reason why that this is done at all is because it's a market power play. They're trying to manipulate the market to make this thing appear like it has an insane amount of value. Okay, $2,500 for this thing, if you could just pull it right out of change today, is an insane jackpot. All right, and if you see enough of these, okay, and not a lot of people are very intelligent enough to know that when you're looking at the eBay archives for any sort of sold listings, people will begin to believe the bullshit that comes out of this, right? I've used eBay since the turn of the century. I've seen a lot of quirks. I've seen a lot of things being done and repaired and fixed and all that great stuff. So I've seen it all. Okay, this is yet another chapter in eBay's foils of sorts. Yeah, people will look at that. You're like, oh, one sold for $2,500. Holy shit! I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures of mine and post it as well, and it should sell lickety split. But not considering that there are over 1,700 listings, doesn't really sound like it's a very rare error at all. And when you look at these, and especially when you click on one, we'll go ahead and click on this one here. We have someone with a seller with 273 feedback, a 98.4% positive rating, which seems okay. That's just okay. I mean, for someone with 273 feedback, you should have 100%. And, they went the whole extra mile of explaining everything about the Hovita Adar coin. They even, reference these little crosshatch marks, these little contact marks on her cheek, along with everywhere else. I mean, this thing is beat to hell. But yeah, I mean, this is like the most radical sale that we've seen of this. And if someone puts it at $2,500, that's not going to stop the seller from contacting his buddy and say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you buy this? And I'll just go ahead and cancel out the transaction. What that's going to do is it's going to log the sale in the previous sold, the archives. And again, this is all a tactic to try and dupe an unsuspecting collector into one of two things. Either A, buying the thing, thinking that it's rare, and number two, to go and try and get one of these. As a matter of fact, go into your friggin' piggy bank, pull one out, and just take a picture of it and say, "In COD we trust error," and then put $4,000 best offer option, and then kind of play into the naivety of what's going on with these quarters. So I wanted to take some time to kind of personally address this because a lot of people have been talking about it. More, because the people that are talking about it are the more um, educated kind of numismatics people on Facebook and Reddit and other YouTubers and all over the place. That these are more a butt of the joke than anything else. Now I'm curious. Let's go ahead and check the next one because you're gonna see a theme here with these. Usually, the people that sell these are gonna have the lowest of the low feedback. So here we have someone, Nicole. Sorry, we have to spotlight you, but you got feedback of 10. The next one that we have here, a best offer was accepted. Feedback rating is 0. Let's keep going here. Let's do the next one. Again, this is in a lame attempt to dupe people. Here's another one. Feedback of 0. Again, folks, I'm showing you every single red flag that you could possibly ever imagine. Here's one with a feedback rating of 571. Sir, ma'am, you should know better than to do stuff like that. Either that or you are really hard up. And I know money's really scarce right now. Here's another one here from that same seller, like back to back right there. Again, more kind of like market manipulation, type stuff. Here's another new seller with 0 feedback. They logged a sale there as well. Here's another one here with a feedback of 0. I mean, you guys get the big picture. It doesn't take much to do some self-investigating to see if this is a really legit deal. As a matter of fact, it's more of a racket than anything else. So please do not fall victim to this COD scam because, like the word COD indicates, if there's something fishy going on, more than likely you're going to smell the funk. So stay away from these. So that's it. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hopefully you found this somewhat educational, if not entertaining. Yeah, stay away from stuff like this. You're going to find better COD, believe it or not, in a McDonald's fish sandwich. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Anyways, so long. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, whatever. It's good stuff.